guys.
Hi, I see you're
That's what I said.
Mute your mics, please. And we're ready to get started. Today is April 7th. It's Tuesday. And we are doing social studies and religion today. So we've been working on writing a letter to our pen pal. Karen, I still have to get you an address. So you could just work on the letter and I'll get I thought I had the folder here, but it's in school. So I'm going to have to get Yosh a book and get that folder, and I'll get you an address to send it to. Okay, so we're working on our pen pal letter. And also I wanted to... Yes, Aaron.
May I use the restroom?
Yes, but that's what the 4 minutes are for, Aaron. Before you come in and chit chat, you should go to the restroom in between. Not after I start class. Do that before. All right. I wanted to ask you about your Lent plan for this. I know we forgot it last week. I didn't forget it. I had it, but we kept on going. So this is your last week. So kind of combine that with the week that you did last week. You have this will be your 6th week. So what do you have in your Lent plan? Let's get our religion out and get your Lent plan out.
Can I say mine?
Yeah, everybody get your purple folder and find your Lent plan.
Mine is I put the rosary. I'll do the rosary on Tuesday, of course today, and I put extra prayers and fasting.
Very good. What are you typing? What are you typing, David Creppy? David Creppy, what are you typing? Oh, you're typing your stuff. Got it. Thank you, David. That was a good way to do it. That's a great idea. I like it. David, do you mind if I share that with the other schoolmates, David?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, okay. They do a coronavirus novena prayer. 3 Hail Marys and 1 Our Father and 1 Glory Be. Very nice. And a prayer to St. Anthony. That's great. I love it. Now, that was a good way to use chat. Thank you, David. Anyone else want to share theirs?
Sure.
Go ahead, Gavin.
I wrote do the online mass. You know that, right? The online mass and do the rosary.
Okay, good. Some you might want to add into this week on Thursday night, there will be a mass. That's the washing of the feet. So you could
we always do that.
Yeah, that's a really cool mass. I like to go to that too. So that'll be Thursday night. Friday, as you know, is Good Friday. If you think about the Easter Triduum, that's the day that Jesus died on the cross. There are no masses that day. Okay, thank you, Connor. But you should.
Can I say mine?
No, that's fine. You typed it. That's fine. Father is doing a prayer in the morning. If you go on Facebook, St. Joseph's Church they have a Facebook page. He tells you when he has different prayer times. And Friday morning he has a prayer time, but there is never any mass on Good Friday when Jesus dies on the cross. There's probably mass on, I don't know what the schedule is for Saturday. I think there's a morning prayer and an evening prayer on Saturday. So keep that in mind. Look at Facebook, find Father Marco, and see what he's up to. Gavin, did you notice if he ever got the Palm Sunday Mass up and running?
No, I didn't see if he got it up.
I didn't either. I'll have to check on that and I'll let you know tomorrow.
We just did this one with like Father Larkin or something.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here is your Lenten plan. Make sure that you have that filled out for your last week of Lent. And that's that. How
Did you
are we
see my
doing with our
text?
pen pal letter? Excuse me?
I finished my pen
Oh,
pal
right.
letter.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and I send it to you.
Okay.
I might need some
David,
more work
I
to do.
want your
But
prayer
are we
that
gonna
you're
work on-
doing. That's good.
Are we
What?
gonna do that? The pen pal letter.
Are we going to do it today?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
I
we
don't
should have
know
a few minutes
my
at
my other guy's address. I don't know my pen pal's address.
Well, why not? You should have written it in your homework tablet.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Yeah.
check.
Look in the
Oh,
front.
it's the same
Check
one.
that.
It's the same one.
Yes, the same one. That's the one you're going to send it to. And if you don't, Yash, I'm going to go get the addresses today, so that get your book if your mom says I can drop it off. So, yes, it's the same one, and you all were supposed to write it in your homework tablet on the front page somewhere. So check and let me know tomorrow if you don't have it. Okay, we're going to go
these are
to social.
elderly people, right?
Yes, they're people that are in our parish that cannot get out to go to church. They're not able to go to church.
Okay.
And
I did
we
my
wrote
pen
to
pal
them
letter.
at Christmas time. Okay, great job. You guys are doing great on that. And let's see. I put in your Google Classrooms in social studies. I put in just a material. It's a page on the Mason-Dixon line. Could you go on and see if you can open that up? We're going to read that together.
I saw that.
Okay. Go open it up so we can read it together, everybody. Social studies. David Crepper, you're doing a good job of finding things and being on top of it. Nice work. Okay, I was able to open it. If I can do it, anyone can. Honey, you have your mic open again for no reason, and you're breathing into, I'm hearing breathing from you. Thank you, Brooklyn. Okay. Unmute your mic if you did not find your page in social studies. Okay, looks like everybody found it.
Wait, what was the page in social studies?
Gavin, go to your classroom, go to social studies, it's in classworks, and it says the Mason-Dixon line. Gavin, do you have your captions on? That helps if you put your captions on.
Yeah, right. I think I got into it. It's taking really long to load, though.
I got it.
I
Okay.
can't find it.
Did you go to your Google Classroom, Aaron?
Yeah.
Aaron?
Why was Brooklyn
Okay,
presenting?
open up 4th grade social studies. At the top, it says Stream Classworks. Go to Classworks at the top.
Okay.
Do you see one that
I
says
found it.
Mason-Dixon? Did you find it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I found it.
You could start us off reading then, since you found it. Go ahead and read the first paragraph, Aaron.
Okay, here. It's loading.
Okay.
It's still loading.
Could I
Okay,
have someone
that-
else? Brooklyn, can
No,
you read, please?
it loaded in. It loaded in.
Oh, okay. Go ahead then, Aaron.
Okay. Wait, what happened?
Brooklyn, unmute your
All
mic
it
and
is-
go ahead. Till Aaron
All
gets
it is
straightened
just
out.
a clear page.
Okay,
All
so
it is just another page.
in the 1760s, two English surveyors
Surveyors.
named Charles Mason and Jeremiah Dixon marked the border between Pennsylvania and Maryland. The location of this border settled one of the longest-running land disputes in American history. Mason.
Stop there. Stop.
Okay.
David Summer, can you read the next paragraph? David Summer, unmute your mic.
Mason and Dixon were expected to finish this survey in 1 month. It took them almost 5 years. A 600-pound stone marker was placed every mile. This was a very difficult job. The surveyors had to rely on the Iroquois Indians as guides, hunters, and axemen to complete their work.
Okay, thank you. Huh. I don't know, Taryn, why that's doing that. Let me see if I can do anything from here. I can't unmute your mic. It doesn't allow me to unmute it. Okay, let's have Saud read the last paragraph there. Saud, unmute your mic.
The Mason-Dixon line was very important during the Civil War. All states north of the line were known as northern states. All states south of the line were known as southern states.
Okay, so I just wanted to give you a little bit of background on the Mason-Dixon line because we talked about that. We talked about Harriet Tubman crossing into Philadelphia. She had to cross that Mason-Dixon line. And that line was a separation between states that wanted to abolish slavery and states that wanted to keep slavery, that they felt it was a necessity to continue running their huge plantations. So that's why the Mason-Dixon line is important. And you can actually see some of these stones still in places today. So that would be something interesting to see, knowing what historical value that Mason-Dixon line had. Okay, so that's all we're going to do in social studies today. Could I have you guys unmute your mics? I want to ask you, what your feelings are about testing. I have a couple questions I want to ask you. So go ahead and unmute your mics.